And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lindy's Treehouse. What is going on, everybody? I am so happy to be here tonight on Thankful Thursday. Yes. There we are. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. How can it be Thursday already? I'm so serious. How can it be Thursday? You know, being retired, it's like one day goes into the next, right? One day goes into the next. And before you know it, it's like, wait, 6 o'clock, then it's 8 o'clock. Holy moly. That is the word of the night, everybody. Holy moly. I'm Paramount USA. Welcome to Lindy's Treehouse. And yeah, we're gonna have a we're gonna have a good night. Yeah, yeah. I'm just, yeah, that word is holy moly. Holy moly. I tell you what, sometimes I feel like some days, yeah, Scuba says, holy moly, I win. Yeah, yeah, there you go, Scooby. Oh my gosh, you guys, yeah, Scooby's in the chat. Hi, Scooby. You're awesome. You and Munchkin. I love you guys. I do. I love you guys. Yeah, I still have I still have the koozies waiting to go out because my wonderful book of stamps that was supposed to be here from Amazon like 2 weeks ago. I finally called Amazon, and I don't know what was up with this company because I bought postage stamps from them in May, and they came, just as planned or whatever. And this time, every time I try to get a hold of this person or whatever, you know how you get in there and say what, find out where your order is and stuff. All I kept saying is your order's going to be late. Your order's going to be late. So I called Amazon, talked to a representative, and she was super nice, and they refunded me. So on Sunday, I'll be at Walmart, and I'm going to I'll just go to customer service and pick up a book of stamps. It's so ridiculous. It really is. I mean, I probably could have took the bus and went to the post office, but I was like, I'm thinking, oh, my stuff will be here. It should be here pretty soon. So, and of course, the stamps did not come. But Angela got her koozie a couple days ago, and that took about 8 or 9 days for for her to get her koozie from Michigan to Nevada. Um, yeah, and stamps went to 70. I know. Hi, Bill H. What's going on? Yeah, it's going to get a little pricey, but you know what? You know what? Y'all are worth it. You all are worth it. That's what I'm going to say. No, I do. I love what I do. I love my show. I didn't play the intro yet. Mr. Vegas in the house and Will Fly is in the house. I'm so excited to have y'all here tonight. This was so funny. Okay, before I was like, today, I don't know why, I was like stressing all day about the show. And it's just it's a live stream, and we all get together and we all have fun and everything. Welcome, my chatters. Welcome. And it was 67 degrees here today. Yeah, and I probably should have went out and walked, but it looked kind of rainy, so I didn't. But hi, Scotty French Fry. We got Scotty in the house too. How's that foot, Scotty? How's your footsie? I'll try not to move so much in this chair. I'll make you all dizzy. Make you all dizzy. Do you want me to see if I can play the intro again? Should we try it? Because last week that big pop-up came because StreamYard is okay, but they keep wanting to add things, and the more stuff they add, the more confused I get. So I don't know if I want to go to another platform and like start all over again. This wasn't just enough. So Scuba says, don't know why my keyboard keeps entering too fast. I don't know. Maybe the keyboard had too much coffee today or something. I don't know. Maybe it's the operator. I don't know. I'm the worst one to ask that. Tony says, can't stay long. Why, Tony? Why can't you stay long, Mr. Vegas? Hey, welcome, everybody, my chatters, my watchers, my lurkers, my viewers. all of the above. Welcome, welcome, Paramount US. I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse. So come on up, grab a branch, and just climb up. Don't be afraid. You'll be fine. Scuba says you can train on any platform you choose. Just say the word. Yeah, I know. You know how I am with trying to learn new stuff, all this technology, right? I mean, it's hard enough I'm on TikTok and I'm still trying to learn that too. I got all these people watching my stuff now, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Scuba says, "Don't you love how Will Fly just throws out the services?" Scuba, yeah, exactly. And Tony says more furniture to put together. That's so exciting. I'm so excited for you guys. It's so fun when you get your house. Scuba says, and Will can build a camper for me anytime, I say. And Will Fly says at Scuba, it's the last thing I can do. So there's no, so we don't have any like carpenters in the house, I see. And we have, well, Tony, by the time everything's done, Tony, you'll be an expert at all that, putting things together, right? I think you will. Yeah, I think you will. Yes, yes. Let's see what else. What else? Well, we're going to talk tonight. This is kind of cool. We're going to talk about castles and sand castles. I thought that'd be really fun. But before I do that, I want to test this and see if this will play, if the video will play for y'all. Okay. So I wanted to wait till you all were here and stuff. So when the show opened up, I wouldn't be sitting there with a dumb look on my face like I usually do. Will Fly says, you know you're in trouble when your furniture comes in a manila envelope. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tony, you'll do fine. I'm sure he'll do fine trying to put stuff together, you know. So let me see this. I'm going to go with media assets, right? Okay, I'm going to try this, everybody. So bear with me, okay? I'm going to see if it's going to play. So media assets. I got to scroll down. Go to video clips, right? Project Will Fly. Let's see if it does it. See where you're upgrading, but I don't want to upgrade. Is it going to play? I forgot. What was the 3 dots? Do I hit the 3 dots? Because I want to play the video. Let's see. Scott says, woohoo, my wife got me takeout Chinese spicy Mandarin chicken pork, right? Fried rice, pork and seed. Scuba. So do I hit those 3 dots and then I play it? Whatever the 3 dots are, I forgot. Because when I click it on, it wants me to upgrade, and I don't want to upgrade. Yes, you have to click on show or whatever it was. Yeah, I'm on the show. What's this? What are these dots? No, I don't want to do that. Okay, let me get out. Oh no, I don't want to do that. All right, let me try it again. Because I'm on the square. It says 46 seconds. Project Will Fly. So I click on the square, right? I'm following you. Yeah, you have to click on the show or whatever it was. Okay, so I'm clicking it on. And then it says, share a video clip. A free plan comes with 1 example video. If you'd like to share your own videos, check out our upgraded plans. And it says, see what you get by upgrading, but I don't want to. So it's not letting me play it. Maybe it only allows it 1 time because I'm on the free plan. Free plan comes with 1 example video. See, it's not letting me play it. What's this more stuff? I don't know. Yeah. So I don't want to lose my viewers here, but let me try it one more time. See. Nope. It says, see what you get by upgrading. So, got to go back to the comments so I can watch you guys here and see what you're saying. Be allowed 1 clip, Dern. Okay. Tony said, I just got my my what? Okay. Tell me, okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, maybe they changed something. Greed. Yeah, that's what I mean. I get frustrated with them, because I want you guys. Will Fly worked so hard to get this video going for me and this intro video, and then you know, and then they only let me play it once, and I have to upgrade. It's just this is crazy. So, anywho, do you guys hate when I say anywho? Anywho. Yeah, you have to click on show or whatever it was. Yeah, I did that already. I'm reading the chat. I'm reading my chat on my phone. Maybe it's a little behind. I might have to. I'll have to. Whatchamacallit? I'll have to. What do you call it? What do you call it? I have to refresh it. I have to refresh it. Yes. Yeah, some days it gets to be a bit much. Scuba says OBS is free, but will take a lot more learning. Oh, I don't need no more learning. My head hurts now just trying to figure things out on, on live stream, And yeah, live stream is not for the faint of heart, I have to say. Even though I enjoy it, it's crazy. So I'm putting this down here for a minute so I can so I got to refresh it. There we go. Refresh. All right. So, yeah, we're going to talk some stuff tonight. We're going to do news to me, and then we're going to talk about castles. I mean, who doesn't love castles, right? But first of all, tell me y'all what you've been doing this week. What you've been doing since like Tuesday, since we were watching Shaney's show. He always puts on such a good show on Tuesday nights. Tony says, "I think Scoot would be a good instructor. Why make fun of him?" Of course, he's a good instructor. I can't. Yeah, I don't want to start this whole streaming, get on a new platform and have to change everything and figure everything out again. It's just a pain. So I'll just stay with this, and we don't need to do the intro. It's like on the bottom of my screen, right? My StreamYard, it used to have the words, the mic and the camera and all that. Now it's all icons on the bottom of my screen. They changed to icons. Then it's settled. Scuba will train Linda on OBS. Thanks, Scuba. No, I'm not changing this. I came way too far with this, and I'm just going to stay with it. Scott says all kinds of things: skipping, jumping, rope. Oh, Scott says and what do you say? All kinds of things: skipping, jumping, rope, marathons. Oh, that's good. That's good for you, Scott. Yeah, get that old foot back in gear, right? Oh my gosh, that's too funny. That is too funny. You guys, I love my chatters. You've all been so patient with me and everything, and it's not about who comes to the chat or anything. It's it's about how. It doesn't matter how many people are in the chat. It matters who wants to be there, right? And I appreciate every one of you. Step into the future, Linda. No longer a treehouse now, or join Linda's spaceship. Yeah, I feel like I'm in a spaceship during the day half the time. Seriously, trying. Everything is with doing my live streams on my TV. Not, watching my podcasts on my TV and all the streaming and everything. Yeah, my internet bill went up to $78 from $58. So, what are you going to do, right? And then when football comes, yeah, that'll be something. Yeah, football, that'll be interesting. But yeah, and then I have this weird little square like on my laptop. When I look at myself on my laptop, my little window here, there's something else going on there, and I'm just not going to touch it. So I'm just going to deal with it. Yes. So yeah, tell me what everybody's been doing this week. Tell me about what your weather's like. I know you said it's hot. It was like 76 here today. And for the last 2 days, I've been working on the show, which I love to do because it keeps me busy, keeps my brain going. Scuba said you threatened to dump them, then they dropped the price again. Oh, I know. My daughter-in-law, Scuba, my daughter-in-law told me to, call them and try to negotiate. So yeah, I know, Tony. Football will be coming up soon, but I, if I even add anything else on my, on my internet, then it's going to be over $100 again, and then I'm going right back to what I was paying. So Will Fly says cable companies will charge as much as they possibly can, and all play that monthly creep up price. Yes, I will deal with my streaming. I love my streaming on my TV, and I will deal with the commercials, all that stuff. Um, yeah, I'll deal with that. It doesn't matter to me. I'm on that. I'm watching that TV all day long and my phone. Bill H is very hot here, 92. Yeah, this cool weather they came in today. Even the weather, like yesterday, we were supposed to get all these storms up here, and we didn't get anything last night. So even the Weather Channel doesn't know anything. So, yeah. So once I get my postage stamps, um, then then I will get those koozies out to Scuba and Greg Laney, um, and then oh yeah, that's right. And Robert, I remember last week, Robert. I said Robert won that koozie. Well, he said give it to somebody else. So somebody tonight, we'll do some kind of trivia thing or something, word of the night or whatever. Tony says, right, I will. I want to upgrade to the best, and in 2 months, I find out I don't have the fastest internet. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, this technology, there's no more just waking up and turning the TV on. But the only, the crazy thing is, like streaming, you don't have to worry about them asking you, "Are you still there?" Like I have my Weather Channel on right now on the TV, and it's been muted. And normally, if they were live, live, whatever, like cable, then they'd be saying, "Are you still there?" So and all my other reality shows, I just watch all the other podcasts that talk about the reality show, and it's just like I watched it, so I don't miss nothing. I really don't miss nothing. So yeah. And unless you pay, yeah, I was paying like 150, I think, a couple years, a year ago. Yeah, a year ago I was paying around 100, over 100 some dollars for just regular TV cable, and half the stuff that was on there I didn't even watch it. It was stupid. And so got on the phone for like 2 hours with Spectrum and just got on the internet plan, and they kept jerking me around for a week or so, and I had to keep calling them. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. So you have to really keep on it. Had anyone hear about the animals leaving Yellowstone? Are you talking about the Grand Canyon fires and stuff? Are you talking about the Grand Canyon fires? So sad. Very sad. Very, very sad. So much craziness going on in the world, with my couple of my rodeo peeps, that I know on Facebook. And one of the kids, he's just 16 years old, and I've known him since he was a little baby. And uh, no, Yellowstone National Park. Oh, I didn't hear anything. Um, no, I didn't hear anything. What was going on with that? What was going on with that? Um, See, now I got sidetracked what I was talking about. You guys, I'm watching the chat, and then I'm listening to. Oh yeah, my rodeo peep. Um, the bull stepped on him, so he's going to be out for a while. But he did it. I don't know. A lot of people, some that are watching this know the rodeo thing, but he got a 91 point ride, and he was super excited. He still got the 91 point ride, but it's when he landed that the bull stepped on his neck. So I'm praying for him, for Avery, And I know they're not listening to this, but I might have rodeo peeps out there. But prayers for Avery. And then my other barrel racer friend, I just saw something on Facebook with her, and she had a horse accident. She's okay. It was just a freak accident, but it doesn't matter, I guess, right? What sports you're in, things happen, freak accidents happen, and now we got what, that skydiver? Was it a skydiver, and then he died paragliding or on a paramotor or something? Yeah, well, yeah, a bull stepped on his neck. I mean, he's lucky he didn't get paralyzed. Um, so Tony says, so instead of a wrench, we get a Burger King crown. Okay, okay, yeah, all the fires and stuff are really scary. Yeah, the bull stepped on his neck or whatever. Yeah, he got stomped pretty good, but he's okay. He was on a podcast. The kid, he's 16 years old, so when you're 16, you're pretty resilient, so he'll bounce back, and at least he didn't get paralyzed or anything. But Tony says, what's with the crown? Oh, the crowns. Yeah, I don't know. You know what, somebody has to I keep forgetting to Google that. That's on all the YouTubes now, like, because I'm a moderator on Robert's Church, right? For Robert's Church on his live stream during the week. And I'm the moderator on that. So yeah, when people comment, those little crowns come up. And then there's several podcasts that I watch during the week on my phone. And yeah, it's something new with YouTube. So yeah, well, what happened to you, Burger King crown? Yeah, it's like whoever, like Scuba, he commented first, so he got the first crown. See, Tony got 3, Bill H got number 2, so that means We'll Fly, right? We'll Fly, you should be 4. You should have a 4 crown, but you have to keep commenting, and I think it'll give you a crown. But I naturally walk around with a crown all the time, so yeah, you know. So we're going to do news to me. Welcome everybody to Lindy's Treehouse. I'm Paramount USA, and we are on Thankful Thursday. Hi, chatters. Thanks for jumping in, climbing up that treehouse. You all found your favorite branch, and you came up. Yes, yes. It's been a very eventful afternoon, like right before you guys, before I went live. Tarzan came swinging into my treehouse like an idiot, and yeah, I had to kick him out. I did. I said, Tarzan, you gotta go. You gotta go. And so my funny joke, yes. Tarzan is not allowed in my treehouse, okay? I don't need to see that stuff. I just don't. So I'm just letting you know. I said it funny. All right. So here we go. My chatters, my viewers, all that stuff. I'm Paramount USA. Jump in Lindy's Treehouse every Thursday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We all get together and we chat. Because I love my chat chatters. Jane, no, she refused. Well, see, I knew that Tarzan already was with Jane. So, once a cheater, always a cheater. So I kicked him out. I did. I kicked him out. I kicked him out of the treehouse. I don't need that. Okay. I don't need that in my life. No. So anyway, all right, we're going to get started, Tony, Mr. Vegas. Okay. So we got news to me. Okay. So I'm going to read some of the stuff that I found, different stories and stuff. You know me, how I read all this stuff. And I hear their swingers will fly. That's a good one. You crack me up. That's a good one. I hear they're all swingers. Oh my God. Scott says, are you going to get a plaque in the mail from Woot Scuba? Who's getting a plaque in the mail? Who's getting the plaque in the mail? I was on TikTok today, And I was chatting with Susan Ray with Aurora PPG today, and she was on TikTok Live, and such a sweet lady. I just love her. She's the one that gave me my award last August, and we were chatting about that. And she's such a cool gal, and she gave me kudos on TikTok and talked about my show and everything, and talked about the award and all that. It was pretty cool. That really made my day. So she's a sweetie. I love her. She knows I love her. Yes. Susan Ray, Aurora PPG, I love you. Yes. Okay. So now we're going news to me. In India, they claim that rats were okay. This is don't get all ratty on me, okay? Tony says I follow her as well, Linda. Oh, do you follow her on TikTok? She's the best. Yeah, I'm still learning TikTok, and I click on something, and all of a sudden, I click on her little face, and this morning, and there she was, and so yeah, it was nice. Okay, so in India, they claim that rats were responsible for consuming large quantities of seized liquor, leading to a scandal dubbed the rat scam. The rat scam. British slang. They call them when the British slang for somebody that's drunk. You know what it is? It's called rat dash arsed. Have you guys heard that? You ever heard that? Rat arsed? Rat arsed? Bill H. I follow her also. Yeah, Bill H. I see you on TikTok. Tony, how come I don't? Where are you on TikTok? Do I follow you on there? I don't remember. I gotta look at that again. Are you on? You're on there, right? On TikTok? I gotta look for you. I know where Bill H is. And Scott, you're on there too, huh? Okay, all right. Yeah, so they found this rat was stealing their liquor and drinking it, and so they called him the rat arst. So yeah, so they're yeah, so the rats are when a person is drunk in British, they call it rat arst, which is kind of funny. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, it's pretty funny though, right? Because I love to do this because I like to keep the show light. You know what I mean? Yes, keep everybody happy and all that stuff. Because there's enough going on in the world. That's why we do Lindy's Treehouse every Thursday, so we can all just get together and get all crazy and everything else, right? And nobody falls out of the treehouse. We don't need any of that, right now. So, kangaroo walked into a library in Australia, made headlines too by casually hopping into a library with no punchline needed. It says the unexpected visitor caused a stir, plenty of laughs among the staff and patrons. So, what books do you think the kangaroo reads? What do you think? Do you think he read? What kind of books do you think a kangaroo would want to read? Like Hopalong Cassidy or something? What do you think? I think that's funny. Can you imagine? That was in Australia when a kangaroo hopped into a library. So I thought it was pretty funny. So if you guys got any little, things about kangaroos and libraries, any puns, just put them out there in the chat for me. Okay. All right, we're going to move it right along here. Let's see. Animal rescuers were summoned to a fish and chips shop in London to wrangle a loose python. So the python was eating all the fish and chips. Scuba says, must have been a pop-up book. Scott says, I've seen a kangaroo hop into an F1 race. It didn't end well. Oh, gosh. I don't think that would either. Yeah, they had a python got into a fish and chips place in London, and they had to wrangle him up. He was getting into the, maybe he was looking for the fish and chips. I don't know. Or maybe they gave him fish and chips. I'm not sure. Can you imagine? But it come to find out, it had escaped from. It was a pet corn snake. They called it. I've never heard of. I'm not into snakes. I don't know about you all, uh, but they they called a pet corn. It was somebody's pet, but they called it a corn snake. So that's icky. Maybe the corn snake. That means the corn snake was yellow. You know. Scott says probably eating eggs used in making the fish batter. Oh, creepy. Oh, yeah. Maybe, Scotty. Yeah, good answer. That's pretty yuck. Ugh. Ugh. Gives me the willy jillies. You know what I mean? Kramer, howdy, y'all. Kramer said, just got home. Nice to see everyone. Hi, Gypsy. I love you, girl. I love her so much. Yay. I told her to stop by the chat. Kramer said that they finally got rain, right, Kramer? Tony says, my friend visited Australia and he said they went kangaroo hunting at night because it's legal there. Oh, I could not kill a kangaroo. Oh, I know it's supposed to be a delicacy or something, but I couldn't do that. There's no way. No way. I know I miss Kramer. How many y'all want Kramer back? In the chat, tell me, want Kramer back as my co-host? Put in the chat. Yes. How many of y'all want Kramer back? Even once in a while or every other week or something, I would be happy to have Kramer back as my co-host. We miss her, right? Yes. Scott says 111. Yes. Scuba says she won't come. I know. I always tell her, you got to, at least she stopped by the chat. Yes, at least she stopped by the chat. And she said they got, Kramer, how much, Gypsy, how much rain did you get over there? Because she said that the pond or the river, whatever by the park where she works is filled. She sent me pictures today. So, yeah. So, another note. Okay, let's see. Kramer says, I have a lake in my park again for the first time in over 46 months. Still got a nice LZ, but all the pilots need floats now. So Kramer lives in Texas. And I'm not going to say like where in Texas or whatever, because that's, we all know. But yeah, she lives in Texas. So I'm glad that you got that rain. As long as, you don't float away, I guess we're good, right? Gosh, it's crazy. Crazy. I'm just glad you're here. I'm actually trying to talk Robert into, my son Robert, paragliding talk guy, one of these times to be my guest on the show. Just to, hang out with us for an hour. But Thursdays is like his night off. So sometimes it's date night and whatnot. So, yeah. But I'll keep bugging him about it. I will. Try to get him on here one of these times. I think it'd be fun. Just have him hang out for an hour. And you guys can ask him questions, talk paragliding or whatever, right? So Scott says, that's crazy, Kramer. Yeah, she got a lot of rain. Tony says, okay, Tony's got to go back to work. All right, Tony. Big hugs to you and Ange. Love ya. Blue skies all, he says. He's got to get busy and start putting stuff together. You're going to be so good at it, you're going to start your own business, right? Putting all kinds of things, furniture together. I think you'd be really good. Okay, so next one. All right, we're going to move on because I got my little notes here, everybody, so y'all can see my notes, okay? Okay. A high-flying cat from Texas earned the Guinness World Record by leaping a distance of 8 feet 5 inches. 8 feet 5 inches this cat jumped. How in the heck? 8 feet. Oh my gosh, that is far. Kramer says, my park only got 7 inches, but my lake is 15 deep. They opened the floodgates on 3 dams upriver. Love it. That is awesome. That's awesome, Kramer. Wow. Well, the animals are like it, right? I bet the animals and the birdies were happy to see all that water. That's good. You all needed it over there. That's nice. That was a pretty picture too. Yeah. Well, Kramer, now you can fly over and foot drag in your little lake, right? Would you do that? Would you try and foot drag through that lake? I mean, you fly through your park, right? Uh Kramer said needed it desperately. Yes. Yeah. I know this is delayed too, so when I ask questions or whatever. But yeah, would you foot drag through that lake, Kramer? That would be funny. Because I don't know, can you fly? Is that where you fly? You take off from your park? Is that what you do when you go flying? Is that your LZ, the park? See, I miss you. Dang it. Dang it, girl. Dang it, girl. No, she says I can't foot drag. My feet don't stick down far enough. The wheels would hit the water first. Oh, then don't. Yeah, then don't do it. Yeah, don't do it, Kramer. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Yeah, high flying cat jumped 8 feet 5 inches. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then it went on to say, I'm sure this happens a lot. Um, a Ohio boy got stuck in a claw machine at a community center while trying to grab a toy. Now, let's think about this. How in the heck would that happen? How would he get stuck in that machine? Now, I've heard of them climbing, like getting in through the back of it and getting stuck in it. Somehow there's a little door or something and they can climb. I've heard of them, these kids climbing. You think they put a safety feature on there or something, because how in the heck would you get in there, right? I'm sure they put a lock on it or put something on it where the kids can't climb inside that. Yeah, inside that claw machine, I would think, right? Gosh. Kramer says, I'll try to get home soon enough to come on. Okay, to see everyone. All right, Kramer, be safe, hon. We love ya. We love ya. Yay! Scuba says, yay. Yeah, I love ya. Yeah, be safe. Be safe out there. Um, my gypsy. So yeah, the boy, I guess, obviously he's not still in there, I hope. Obviously they got him out of the claw machine, but oh my goodness. Okay, now this next one, y'all. This next one is really funny. It's funny, but it's not, because I've never heard. I always find like the craziest, wildest stories to read to y'all, right? Kramer says it's a big, huge door to get your prizes out, and a kid can climb into that door. Where's his parents? Exactly, Kramer. Yeah, exactly. And I hear of this happening quite a bit, of these kids climbing inside those machines and yeah, getting stuck. And think about it. A lot of these machines are in, like, they put them in bars, right? Where people drink, the bar scene. I've seen them. And like the place when I used to do karaoke, there was one inside the bar. So people bring their kids in there. I remember people would bring their kids inside the bar, but they had to be. We do karaoke and stuff at 9 o'clock, start at 9 o'clock, whatever, and then the kids would have to leave by 10 o'clock, 10 or 11, 10 o'clock. The kids had to go. So yeah, that was kind of weird, but yeah, um, that bothered me though, because, well, that one thing, they wouldn't let the kids sit up at the bar with them. You know what I mean? The kids had to sit at the table, and the parents had to sit at the table, supervise or whatever. So because the kids were not allowed just to go up and stand there, sit up at the bar with the parents, right? Because then they could shut the place down. So pretty interesting. But here's the story, okay? So y'all gotta listen. This is really funny. All right. Um, An Australian woman is found guilty of murdering her in-laws. It was like a family in-laws um what did she do? She by giving them toxic mushrooms. Okay, she gave him toxic mushrooms. She hosted 4 of her estranged husband's relatives for lunch in July of 2023. 3 of them later died of death trap mushroom. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Mushroom poisoning. Nearly 2 years later, a jury found her guilty. Oh my gosh. That would be a horrible way to die from mushroom poisoning, wouldn't you think? Gosh. I know they I know they do I know they do you know, mushroom hunting's really big out here. And I won't eat them, but I know what they look like and everything because my son goes mushroom hunting. Ryan, goes mushroom hunting. So, um, oh, okay. Scuba says, I tried to imagine Kramer's little feet trying to touch the water on a foot drive with the trike. Yeah, yeah, that'd be cute. That'd be really cute. But that lady wasn't very nice though, right? Poisoning the relatives with mushrooms, bad mushrooms. How she did it, I don't know. What'd she do? Like sneak it on their What'd she do? Like sneak it on their pizza or something? Pizza and mushrooms. Hey, come on over here. Come on over for pizza night. You want mushrooms on your pizza? Do you? Okay. Holy moly. I can't. Yeah, I cannot imagine. I can't imagine. But anyway, all right. So we are going to move right along. Kramer says, I have thought about mounting a shoe on the bottom of a long stick and let that drag the water. That'd be fun. There you go. Yeah, you'd have to get creative, right? Yeah, you would have to definitely get creative. So now that I shared some of my fun facts with y'all, mushrooms and kitty cats and all that stuff, Scott says, I hate mushrooms, so I'm safe. Oh, I used to love to eat like fried mushrooms. When I was in Arizona, there was a bar we'd go to, and like a bar and grill, and they would serve fried mushrooms, and they were the best. They were like so good. Yes, it's even done. You can do it. Scuba says to Kramer, you can do it. Okay, so we're going to talk about castles. 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 I've always been fascinated with castles ever since growing up. I used to love castles. And I just want to say, my watchers and viewers and all the good stuff on Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So come on up, join the party. We have a good time. We don't bite. Jump in the chat. Say hi. Say hey there. You're all welcome in Lindy's Treehouse. Yep, we just talk about everything and anything. That's what we do. All right, here's some fun facts, all right? All right. Did you know the word castle, the Latin word means, in Latin, the word castle means castellum, Castellum. Yeah, castellum fortress. Yeah. Kramer says I could be a shoe on a 2. There you go. There you go, Kramer. You could do that. Crack me up. You cracked me up. Yeah, so the word, I thought castles would be fun to talk about. Castles are more than just fortified residences, okay? They're full of fascinating details. They were designed with both deep, dense and I can't read my writing, both defense and daily life in mind. Oh, yeah, defense and daily life in mind. Okay. Featuring everything from intricate staircases to surprisingly smelly toilets. Oh, my goodness. The castles, yes. There's some really cool stuff in here, you guys. You got to listen. I'm trying to follow the chat too. So you're all doing great. I love you so much. So the next one, it says castles were built for protection, with features like moats, drawbridges, and towers for guards. Okay, so somebody in the chat, tell me what a moat is. MOATS. What are moats? Anybody know? It's something in castle. It says for protection with features like moats, drawbridges, towers, and guards. Every time I think of the castle and the drawbridge, I think of Wizard of Oz. Remember the flying monkeys? Remember? They were inside that castle and that big draw thing came down. Scott says a deep ditch built around a castle. Thank you. That's right. Didn't that word moat came up when we were talking about the moon and the big holes that are in on the moon, and the big like holes that they were saying they thought that people were living in those moats on the moon, the big holes on the side of the moon or something. They said that people were living in those. Yeah, I remember that word. That's so cool. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you for that answer. They also said stairs were built to spiral clockwise, making it easier for people that make it easier for I can't even read my writing defenders to weld their weapons while fighting off attackers. So yeah, so the stairs they had them so that they could fight off their attackers and stuff. Oh no, but I swear that word moats came up when we were talking about the space stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. You know how I am. Yes. So let's see. I keep going with my notes here. Fighting off the spiral staircases in the castle. Must have been really cool. Scuba says, just watch a trike get caught in trees and take on a takeoff. Yeah, I saw that. Trike landed upright. No one was hurt. What was the one there was one guy, remember that he landed in the cornfield. So that isn't a good thing either. So they also, castles, they have toilets, right? They have to have toilets. So the castles do. And do you know what the name of the toilet is in the castle? What they call a toilet? Yeah, Scuba. I know. Yeah, I was watching that other one. They had something on Facebook today. It was that guy, another guy that had landed in the cornfield. So the name they call the toilets in the castles are known as gardener obes. GARDEROBES. Yes, they're called garderobes. Garderobes. That's a toilet in the castle. And they were not just for waste disposal. They were also used to store clothes and they also used ammonia from the waste help repel moths and other insects. It's kind of uke. Castles were also symbols of power and wealth. So, and Scuba says he taxied way too long. I would have aborted. Yeah, that's crazy stuff going on right now. Yes. I wonder if somebody could fly their paramotor from a castle, like take off from the castle. Wouldn't that be exciting? Like the roof of the castle or something. They could take off on a paramotor. The castle window. I'm just pretending. Yes, I'm playing imaginary. Yes, imaginary. So it says, what do you think the castles are made of mostly, everybody? What do you think the castles are made of? Most. Do you think they're all made of stone or do you think they're all made of wood, the castles? I didn't know this. I always thought something else, but the facts in here about Kramer says stone. It says here not always stone, mostly were wood. So they said mostly were wood castles. So I got all kinds of cool facts here that I read about the castles. Then we have Castle Drago, Grago, is the last castle built in England between 1911 and 1930. Founder was Julius Drew, huge successful founder of home and colonial stores. So, yeah, the last castle was in 1911. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see. I know I got more. I have more here because I know I wrote a whole bunch of other stuff down. I might have skipped around here with my notes. All my crazy hair getting in the way. 3 castles near Texas are all stone built to last. Okay, that's good facts there, Kramer. Yeah, I wrote some other stuff here. Let's see. I did that. I have to. I think my other. I'll chat amongst yourself for a minute because I've got my other notes. I wrote something else down, and I can have my water. Let's see here. I wrote some things down. Some really good facts too. Don't mind my chair. Is this it? Let me see. So I wrote some things down, and now I don't know where I put those notes. About some really cool facts about the castles. That. Oh, we were going to talk sandcastles too. That's right. I have to find my paper that had the sandcastles. That's what it is. 3 castle. Okay, and Kramer says, "Yuck, Scott. So much for swimming to keep in shape." Oh, that's funny. Okay, hang on now. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to find that paper. Yes, this is a live stream, folks. It is what it is. It's what we do. It's what we do. Let me see if I can find it. So I'm always writing things down, and now I'm mad at myself because I set all these notes everywhere. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, these are all my lighthouse. We did that last week. Well, geez. I'm telling you. What's this? That's not it either. I've got stuff all over the place. It makes me mad because I had some really good things about the sandcastles and where the meanings and all that stuff. I thought I stapled everything together. See, I've got all my notes here. See, I need to get better organized, I think. Yes. Oh, here, I found it. Okay, here we go. All right, I found it. It was right here in front of my face. Pretty good, all things considered. Everybody's chatting. Cool. Okay, I'm back now. I'm so glad everybody's here. I really appreciate everybody. I do. And it is a live stream. So, whatever you see is what you get right here. All me in my beautiful treehouse house you see behind me. I love it. God has really blessed me. He has. Dom Long's wife, Dom Long, passed away, has lost 71 pounds. You go, girl. Bone graft and titanium cage and a truss rod. Okay, I found it. So, many British kings and queens have lived in castles, most notably Windsor Castle, which has been a royal residence for nearly 1,000 years and is the oldest and largest inhabited castle in the world. Isn't that crazy? Y'all hearing that? Kramer says, "Ouch, Scott, are you walking now?" So yeah, so the castle was 1,000 years old, and it's the oldest one. The oldest castle in the world is the Windsor Castle. That's crazy. Around 40 British monarchs have resided at the Windsor Castle. Is this cool? Is this a cool subject? Do you like the subject? You like this? We're talking about castles tonight, everybody. Let me know. Let me know because I don't want to get everybody bored and then they leave. Yes. And Scott's talking about his thing. Let's see. Will Fly said Biltmore in Asheville, North Carolina is a pretty cool thing to go through. Oh, cool, Will Fly. Yeah, I would always love to go through a castle. Buckingham Palace is not a castle. Just have you know. Okay. All right. Just have you know. I'm glad I found my notes. I was getting really upset. And here I had all stapled together. Okay. All right. Okay, now here's some little trivia, which I didn't know. Movies that had features. What? Let's see how close you get. And you can't Google it, okay? What movies have featured castles? What movies? Kramer says, I'm sorry you had to go through that, but if it gets you walking out of pain, that's good. They can help you. Yeah, I'm glad that Scott's over the worst part, right? Now just rehabilitation or whatever they call it. Yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, you're young yet. How old are you, Scott? 40 something? You'll heal up. Cinderella? Nope. That's a good answer though, Will. That's a good answer. I have all that. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised of all the movies. So I wrote down all the movies that that the castles, a castle was featured. Yeah, Scott's 43. That's right. You're 2 years old as my son Ryan. Yeah. Rapunzel. Nope. Nope, I don't have Rapunzel on here. When do you guys? I know somebody will think of one. Somebody will think of one. Harry Potter. Yes, Kramer. Kramer got one right. Yep, that's right. Ding, 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 ding. Good job, Kramer. Yep, Harry Potter's one of them. Movie with a castle. Yeah, movie that featured a castle was in the movie. Yeah, like a prop. It was a castle or whatever. They did a movie with a castle in it. Yeah, yeah. Wizard of Oz. The Witch has a castle. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but it's the Jeffersons. All right, I'll tell you what it is. Okay, I'll tell you all the stuff. You'll be. I didn't. I've never seen any of these movies, so I don't have a clue. Because I'm not a movie buff. Okay, I just don't watch movies. I mean, the last movie I went to, gosh, what did I watch? Let's see, 1980 was Dirty Dancing, all right? And then in the 70s was, what's the other one? With John Travolta. Staying Alive. I watched that. And I think I went to the movie to see Jaws. I went to the movies a lot when I was growing up, but no, okay. I'll tell you what the name of these are, okay? All right, these are the name of the movies that had castles in it. This is just what Google told me, okay? Dracula, Beauty and the Beast, The Lord of the King, The Rings, Braveheart, Monty Python, and Holy Grail, and Harry Potter, it says. Isn't that crazy? Kramer says, no, what is that, Kramer? Kramer says, oh, yes, I love The Princess Bride. So, yeah, Beauty and the Beast, yes. The Lord of the Rings. Yeah. So, that's pretty cool, huh? I didn't know that. So, I thought I'd share those facts with you. Yes, yes. And if everybody are watching, my watchers and lurkers and viewers and all that stuff, welcome, welcome. Come on in. I'm in Lindy's Treehouse. I'm Paramount USA, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we always have a really good time, as you can see, as you're listening. We just talk about all kinds of trivia stuff. It's pretty fun. Last movie I went to watch was How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, I'm not a movie buff. I don't watch movies. I've got Tubi TV or whatever, and I just don't really watch movies. I love my reality shows. I watch all these silly reality shows, the dating shows and all that, but I don't really get into movies too much. Um, but I mean, if there is movies, yes, I like the Dirty Dance. Anything that has like some kind of dancing, I like Dirty Dancing. Um, what else? Let's see. What was the other one that I was watching? Flashdance. I love that movie. Anything that has any kind of like that kind of dancing, crazy stuff in it, I love it. I don't like scary movies. I don't like all these um, violent movies they have out there now. I don't like any of those either. I like a lot of the old movies from the 80s and the 70s and 80s. I think John Wick 4 was the last movie I saw at the theater. Yeah. Um, what was the other one? Flashdance, Dirty Dancing, and then what was the other one? Where Footloose. Yeah, I used to watch all that stuff on my TV. I'm sure I could find those movies, but a lot of them now, some of them have so much copyright on a lot of these movies now. Even to try to stream them, you have to pay for them. Because I've looked up movies that I thought, oh, I haven't seen that movie in a long time, and then it's you have to pay for it, and so it's ridiculous. Movies that have been out forever, and you still got to pay for it. Okay, so back to the castles. It's estimated there are around 2,000 castles in Scotland, with many of them abandoned or in ruins. Some say at one time there were over 3,000 castles, about 1,500 still exist. Isn't that crazy? Scuba says, saw Star Wars at the drive-in when it came out. Oh, that's cool. I went to the drive-in since I was a kid. Last movie I saw at the theater was Jurassic Park Dominion. Haven't seen the newest Jurassic movie, Miss Kramer said. Yes, 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 yes. Um, yeah, I have not stepped in a movie theater in I don't know how long. Yeah, it's been a while. Yes. So yeah, pretty interesting facts here on castles, right? I think they're so mysterious. And I thought Romeo and Juliet were in a castle. That was she was in her castle, and but I oh yeah, that's right. I saw Romeo and Juliet when I was in high school. Yeah, a bunch of us went to see the movie Romeo and Juliet. I love that movie. I loved it. Yeah. Um, that was in 1970. When did Romeo and Juliet come out? In the 70s. Because I was still in high school. So, yeah. Some of you weren't even born yet. You weren't even born yet when I had that. It's so crazy. All right, now we're going to move on to um, this real quickly. Sandcastles. Okay, tell me, y'all, how many of you ever made sandcastles in the sand? Has anybody ever made a sandcastle, like when you're growing up? Kramer says there are 4 active castles within 4 hours of me. They are pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. I would love to see castles. Yeah, I love all the I love all the. Oh, you did, Scuba? You made a sandcastle one time? That's cool. Yeah, there's so much. I was looking up all the meanings of the sandcastles, what they mean and everything, the spiritual part of it or whatever, and it's pretty interesting. So I wrote this down. This is kind of cool. I saw this about talking about sandcastles because they go way back to our childhood. Well, more than one. I was just saying yes. Oh, okay, okay. I've never made a sandcastle. I never made sand. Maybe I did. Yeah, maybe I did. Because you take your buckets, your little sand buckets or whatever, and yeah, and make sand castles out of with the sand buckets. Fill the sand buckets with sand or whatever, and dump them over or whatnot. Um, I'm sure I did. Yeah. So ultimately, this story serves. Okay, this is kind of cool. But let's see. Scuba says my mom said I loved catching crabs at the beach and putting them in a bucket. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, tell me your memories, everybody, at the beach. Like what, you know, like what you did you collect seashells? Did you like to collect seashells at the beach? I used to love collect seashells. I wish I would have kept them all. Yeah, I wish I would have kept them all. Um, yeah, building sandcastles. It's pretty interesting. Bill says, "Be back in a bit. Taking the fur babies. They need their ride." Okay, Bill H, hug those puppies for me. Kramer says, "Tons of sandcastles. There's a huge competition in Galveston, and the entire crew on my ship. Um, let's see, on my ship was a merchant marine built a big one together, and we got second place. That's cool. Well, yeah, Kramer. What have you not done, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Um, Stepping on jellyfish, then having people say, 'I need to pee on it' will freak you out." I've heard of that. Yeah, I've heard of that. But it's so cool. Okay, so it says ultimately, okay, the story behind the sandcastles. Okay, let's all kind of gather around like we're at the campfire, like we do. And it says that it serves as a reminder that while joy and beauty can be found in the moment, everything is subject to change and decay. The girls' sandcastle, though not grand, is not immune to the elements or the passage of time, just life itself. So that's a good parody, right? With the castles. I have not stayed dead yet, but I'm not in a hurry. Exactly, exactly. Um, yeah, it's kind of cool, right? Um, so yeah, they say the sandcastle. Okay, there's some more facts about the sandcastle. Okay, it says they symbolize the castle. The sandcastles also symbolize the fragility, the passing of time, and the importance of living in the moment. Isn't that cool? I think that is so cool. The sandcastles symbolize fragility, the passing of time, and the importance of living in the moment. Yeah, because it can be all washed away, right? Like really quick. And it says, "Love is the choice of creating sandcastles, even if you knew it will be washed away by the sea." So I built my sandcastles, and then they got washed away by the sea. Yeah, my loves, yes, my castles crashed. Both my castles crashed. So my love castles, yeah, that's what it is. The love castles. Yeah, they crashed. It's okay. I don't plan on building another love castle. Unless, I mean, if I meet somebody that wants to build a love castle with me, yeah, that would be nice. But yeah. So sandcastles symbolize life's fragility and disappointments and joys. Isn't that cool? Did you all enjoy this? Did you enjoy the castles? I did. I enjoyed talking about the castles and stuff. Yeah, give me some more facts about castles and sandcastles, everybody. Castles Made of Sand by Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, I saw some of the words. I read some of his words or whatever, and of the lyrics of that song. Oh my gosh! And then speaking of songs, R.I.P. Connie Francis. Um, yeah, she was 87. Connie Francis. Well, she was alive. She was born before I was born, but I remember my mom listening to a lot of her songs, like the oldie songs or whatever. And yes, rest in peace, Connie Francis. It's pretty. Yeah, I remember growing up hearing her songs at my mom's house. When I was growing up, my mom's house. When I was growing up or whatever, I remember. Yeah, I called my mom the other day, and it's just so cool to talk to her because my mom is 98 years old. and we just had the coolest conversation, and she's so happy. And wow, I'm so blessed. 98 years old. And it's just like talking to my best friend, you know, just like talking to my best friend. And so if your mom is still alive, make sure that, you know, make sure you call her. Take time to call her. And I'm the worst to even to, tell everybody you need to call your mom because the last time did talk to her was in May. That's terrible. My birthday. And she called me for my birthday. And I don't think I talked. We didn't chat because my mom is not one that's going to pick up the phone and every day and say, "Hey, what's going on? What are you doing?" That kind of thing. Um, yeah, she's just that way, and it's okay. She's never been one just to pick up the phone unless there's something really going on, But that she'll call to see, like if I'm sick or something like that. But otherwise, yeah. So I called her and we had a really nice conversation, and she's doing really good. My dad's been gone. My dad's passed away 2 years ago, and she's doing okay. She's doing really good. Considering. And my other sister's downstate with her. She's only 50 minutes away, so she goes there, and they have dinner all the time, at the house or whatever. So, and then my sister has a kitty cat, so she brings the cat over to the house, and my mom plays with the cat and all that. So, it's pretty cool. Yeah. So if you have a mommy that's still alive or a daddy, make sure you call them. Tell them you love them. You know. Yeah, because before you know it, right? I don't want to be all sad and everything, but before you know it, they're gone. So, and at my age, yeah, you start thinking about these things, You want to, just like I'm with you every Thursday, and this really, mentally, this helps me a lot. Um, see, Scott said, reminds me, need to message my dad. It's been a week. Yep, there you go. There you go. Yep, call my mom. I call my mom. And, I have, and all my sisters and we all keep in touch. We do. Sometimes we do a group text or whatever, my brothers and sisters. And, yeah, it's pretty cool. We may not talk like every day, but we stay connected. And I'm very blessed. Oh, yes, your dad's 69. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's still a youngster. I feel like I'm still a youngster at 70, right? Yeah, I think I'm a youngster. It's all, how you take care of yourself. Um, tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow it'll be 3 years that I quit drinking. Yeah, 3 years already. 3 years since I got 3 years ago tomorrow, the 18th. Yes, I got sober. So, just decided I didn't want to drink no more. And I'm really proud of myself, you know. Um, yeah, there are times where I'm like, some days it's like, yeah, man, that wine sounds really good. But then I have to stop myself because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I like I said, I could party with the best of them. Scott says he has heart issues with low blood pressure and dizziness on and off. I'm sorry, Scott. Yeah, you need to check on your dad. Yeah, make sure you check on your dad. Um, yep. Another note, just say some prayers for Eric and Jade. Okay. Stay strong, Jade. Okay. Eric's not doing very good right now, and please keep him in your prayers. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. It breaks my heart. It does. Cancer sucks. It sucks. And you might have seen Jade on Facebook today. So we do try and keep in touch, and so does Kramer. Kramer talks. They talk a lot, and I get on TikTok, and you'll see JD on TikTok. It breaks my heart, and I'm not ready to say goodbye to him either. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get emotional here, but yeah, it's pretty hard, pretty rough, because that man, they both, Eric and Jay changed my life, and he'll always have a big impact on my life. In 2022 when I went up in the air, did my first trike tandem. Um, Something I thought I would never ever do. It was a point in my life where I was um, transitioning to a new, to my home state and everything that went with it, and that that God knew, I think, exactly what I needed, and I'm so forever grateful for both of them. Um, Kramer says, cancer is horrible. I lost my parents, my sister, and my daughter to it. Yeah, Kramer. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't wish that on anybody. Um, my dad was 98 when he passed away 2 years ago. I think COVID took its toll on his heart because he got it a couple times. Hi, Walter. It's my sugar. How are you, babe? Walter in the house. Walter in the house. Well, that's why I always, I stress both my sons to get their wellness checks. Get those wellness checks. It's preventive medicine, get those wellness checks. And if something's going on and you don't like that answer, you're not sure, then get a second opinion or whatever. But get your wellness checks. I'm very faithful at doing that. Every November or whatever rolls around before you know it. Yeah. How's the weather there? Is it real hot over where you're at, or cold? No, it's cold, isn't it, Walter? It's cold where you're at, isn't it? Right? Walter Peoria love. Yep. Kramer who? Oh, Kramer. He's giving you some smack down there. He's giving you smack down. That's right. You're in winter right now. That's right, because we're summer and you're winter. How can it be almost the end of July already, right? So I got some trivia questions here. You want to play trivia? I got my little trivia paper. Let me know. Say yes or no in the chat. I want to give something away tonight, as my mail and things are piling up. My koozie stuff. Like I said, I want to give away either socks or a koozie tonight because Robert, last week Robert won and he didn't want. Walter said no floods, no earthquakes. That's good. Yeah, Alaska. Whoa, that is scary stuff. Alaska with all their floods and all that. Alaska with their tsunamis. That's something we'll talk about next week. Talk about earthquakes and tsunamis and all that. That'd be kind of fun. I probably learn a lot on that. I think that'd be really fun. So you guys want to talk great? We'll do a trivia for Great Lakes, like names of lakes. I'm going to think of word of the night, or should I just have you see who guesses the answer first? I'll find a question on here, and whoever answers it first, then we'll get their choice of the koozies or the socks, right? So anybody that's watching, you jump in the chat. You have to be present to win, okay? So we've got these socks. So I'm trying to hold it up here. We got these Airhead socks, right? Okay. We've got Pringles. We have Pringle socks. So I know I'm watching my TV because it's a little delayed here, so I'm holding it. There we go. We got Pringle socks. Pretty cool, everybody. See the back and the front. Pretty fun. Then we have Pez socks. So we'll like that. We'll hold this here. I hate how it's delayed, but is what it is. We have Pez socks. If you like socks, okay. We got Pezzy socks. We got Oreo cookies. These are super cute. I think these are the Oreo cookies are my favorite. So you can see, because it's got the Oreo cookie on it. That's pretty cool, right? How cool is that? All right, and then, yeah, because I've been giving away socks. And then we still have our 4th of July koozies I'm going to give away. I give away 4th of July koozies. I'll show these real quick. Y'all looking, 4th of July koozies. Then we got the flag. And then we got this one. Okay, the tie-dye. Got lots of tie-dye. So, oh, yeah, I got some more socks on the bottom here. I got a Reese's. Reese's. I'm flying through this. Yes. Got Reese's socks, too. And another Airhead socks. It's another Airhead. There's the Reese's. I think those are cool, too. And then we got the Airhead socks. So, we're going to, so we can wrap this up. We got to do some kind of trivia here. And let's see. All right, let's just do this trivia really quick, okay? So everybody listen, all right? Let's see who can guess it first. Okay, let's do a good trivia question, and then whoever guesses it first wins the prize, okay? All right, let's see. Okay, the Jet Express is a ferry service in which of the Great Lakes? Can you guys guess? The Jet Express is the ferry service in which of Great Lakes? I'm going to watch the chat, see who guesses it first. Okay, I'm watching. I got to refresh this, so give me a minute here. Whoop. Okay, there we go. Now we're caught up again. All right. Scott says Lake Michigan. Nope. Let's see, where is it now? Okay. Nope, not Ontario either. What lake is it? The Jet Express is a ferry service of which of the Great Lakes? And you can't Google it either. I want to see if somebody can guess it. Who guesses it first gets the what's Bill H? Nope. Lake Superior, nope. Come on, Bill, I want you to guess it so you can win something. See, I didn't want to make it too easy for y'all. But what is the Jet Express is a ferry service. Bill says Huron. Nope. I know we're running out of lakes. Nope, not Huron. Keep guessing, everybody. Keep guessing. Keep guessing. Keep guessing. I'm watching the chat. I'm watching to see who guesses it first. And then they get to choose the socks or a koozie. Okay, because this is the one that Robert didn't want. Oh, Bill says Lake Erie. Yes. Bill, you won. Yes. What's the hat and numbers? No. Okay, Bill said Bill, you said Lake Erie first. Did you all see that he said it first? I want to make this fair now. I want you to think that it's rigged. So Bill H said Erie. Bill H rigged. Bill, you won. You are the winner. Bill H. Yes. Yay, Bill H. You won the trivia. We're not going to go through all the trivia questions because we're already running out of time here. So I know y'all got things to do. So Bill H, tell me what would you like? You want socks or yeah, it was Bill and I'm sticking to it. That's right. So Bill, you want socks or you want a koozie? Bill said send it. Send what? You want socks or koozies? A koozie. You got to tell me what you want. You want the 4th of July koozie or do you want a pair of socks? You want socks. Okay. So which ones you want? You want the Pringles? You want Airheads? Do you want Pez socks, the orange ones? Oreo cookie socks? Uh, Another pair of Airhead socks. So, oh, and then we have Reese's socks too. These are cool. So, which ones do you want, Bill? So, we got Reese's, Airheads. Got to join the Airhead Club, Scott says. Scott says the cookie one, the Oreo cookie, you got good taste. All right. Congratulations. Bill H won the cookie socks. And then you know what's really weird? Is Robert liked these cookie socks, but he said, give it to somebody else on the show. So thank you, Robert Michaels, Paragliding Talk. And I have to say a shout out, though, to Will Fly for donating all these socks for the show. We really appreciate it. And everybody's really they're really enjoying their socks. So, Bill H., congratulations. Congratulations. And yeah, just DM me your address. And on Monday, I'll have my stamps by Sunday. And Monday I'll be try to get everything out in the mail. And so I will make sure that you get those Oreo socks. Yeah, they're super cute. I mean, if I that's the ones I would have picked too. Scuba says, "Oh boy, Bill H video, and he will have Oreo socks." Yes, and you know what? It makes my heart so happy that you're all enjoying your koozies and your socks. Yeah, you'll have to. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'm just super happy. So maybe next time Will Fly will win a pair of socks. And the next time around we do some more trivia. But I really appreciate everybody being here tonight. Congratulations on your winning your socks, Bill H. I'm so super happy for you. But I love doing the show. I do it, I do it for me. I love it. But I also do it for you. I do it for you guys, for my chatters. And I appreciate your loyalty, stopping by every Thursday night. I'm hanging out in the chat. You all mean the world to me, and I couldn't do the show without you. I really couldn't. And your patience with everything. And yeah, and I'm gonna be shopping on Amazon for more koozies too, for the fall time or whatever. I'll find some really cool ones. I just yeah, I love this is what I love to do, and I love seeing people smile. I love seeing people happy. I told you that story with that lady in the store that complimented me on my outfit. I wear my crazy those flying pants, my loud flying colorful ones. I wear all my colors when I go out, walking or whatever. And she complimented me on my outfit and said that I really made her day, her seeing my outfit. So yeah, just be kind, everybody, because you never know who needs, when somebody compliments you, tell them thank you, tell them thank you so much, make them feel appreciated. So, and we'll catch Kramer another time. She'll come on the show when she'll stop by. She'll let me know ahead of time, and I'll get her in the studio and all that. But I have to thank all my chatters on here tonight, my viewers, my watchers. Yeah, please, if you're watching my show, just hit the like button, okay, and subscribe, because yeah, I my views are doing really good. I'm really happy with it. And Will Fly says, thanks for the show and congrats on the 3 years. That's an awesome achievement. Thank you. Yeah, I knew I had to start taking better care of myself. I did. So God has blessed me. God keeps blessing me. And every day I thank my lucky stars and I thank my Lord for everything that He's given me every single day. And He's, people come and go in your life for a reason, right? And so you're all here with me for a reason. And yeah, and it's pretty cool. So thank you all for joining me and making my Treehouse special every Thursday night. I am thankful for your stories, smiles, and support. And here's to many more Thursdays filled with gratitude. And that's for me and Molly. So don't forget next week. Well, tomorrow night we got Scuba Vapes and Munchkin. Scuba. It's not Scuba Vapes, is it? What is it, Scuba? What do we call your show, Scuba? We don't call it Scuba Vapes. It's called Scuba what? Scuba something. Scuba. Because I remember I Googled it, or I put in the YouTube, I put Scuba Vapes, and then I couldn't find it. And then it was it was under something else. So I got to get all my shows, you know, I got to get them all straightened out here in my brain, because my brain goes 20 miles an hour. Scuba's Hangout. Thank you. Scuba's Hangout on tomorrow night, on Friday. Yes. Oh yeah, it's Friday for you, Walter. You got me confused for a minute. Yeah, it's Friday. It's already tomorrow in Walter's world, so we know there's a tomorrow whenever Walter comes on. I love you, sugar, sugar. You take care of yourself, okay? So yes. So we have Scuba's Hangout on Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with lovely, lovely Munchkin, his fiance. I love her. She's the best. We really have a good time, right? We do. And then nothing on Monday. And then on Tuesday night, we've got we hang out with Shane, Will Fly, Nick on Tuesday night. And it's Tuesday night hangout with Shaney, Will Fly, and Nick J. No filter. Yes. So we always have a good time on Tuesdays. And then Thursday night is it's Paramount USA, Lindy's Treehouse every Thursday night. So please go out there, have a great evening, the rest of your evening and everything. And Scuba Talks Paramotor 75% of the time. The show is what it's called. That's right. That's right. Yeah, sometimes I get in there and I kind of stir it up, We talk about cooking and, who knows whatever else on Scuba's show. But it's always fun. It's always fun to hang with everybody. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to call it a night. I'm sorry I couldn't play that intro video that, gosh, that Will Fly worked so hard to get that going. But, yeah, StreamYard. Eventually, I know StreamYard's they're going to start making us pay. Kramer says, Jade is talking to me. Thanks for the show. Love you, girl. Oh, tell Jade I love her, okay? All right. I love you, JD. So give JD a hug for me, too. All right. And Eric. Okay. I love her so much. And I love them both. And so please keep your prayers going for them, okay? Please, please, please. This is not an easy time for either one of them. So, yeah. Anyway, y'all go out there, have a great Thursday. Everybody's sending their love to Jade. And yeah, y'all have a great rest of your Thursday night. And I'm going to call it a night so the kid downstairs doesn't start pounding on the ceiling downstairs, because he probably can hear me. And but I'm pretty good. By 10 o'clock, I'm done. I shut everything down. So it's all good. So anyway, y'all have a great, great evening, okay? And a great Friday and a great weekend and all that stuff. And I'll see you in the chats tomorrow night. And please be safe if you're going to get out there flying. And tell someone you love them. Give them a hug, because you know what? Tomorrow's not promised, okay? So I'm going to say I love you all. I love you all, okay? Because tomorrow's not promised. And you're all the best. And yes, so y'all can put a heart in the chat, okay? And yes, just be kind to each other and all that. And that's it. Like I said, I love to see people happy and smiling and all that stuff. And it's a good life. It is. And I will see y'all. I like that, Scuba. Walter, I love you too. I love you too. I love the hearts in there. Thank you so much. That's right. You guys, I told you guys mean the world to me. You really do. And yeah, you know how you say, I'm not for everybody. And I'm not for everybody. That's okay. Because I'm me, and there's nothing fake about anything on me. I'm as real as can be. I don't pretend to be somebody I'm not. And that's why, That's I am who I am, and I'm happy that I got to do the StreamYard with you. You know, start my StreamYard and all the streaming, my live stream. You know, a year ago already, and it's super fun, and it makes me stay really creative and all that. So, um, anyway, we'll figure things out as far as this this beautiful intro and all that, and it's okay. I could, what I could do? What I could do instead, right? What I could do instead next week, like my intro, I can just play it from my phone. Just click it on and play it from my phone, and you guys will all be able to hear it and do it that way, right? Why not? I could just, I've got it on my phone, so I could always play it you know, right when you guys get on. I can go ahead and just play it, and you can listen to it, and we can do it that way too. It'd be fun. Yeah, because I'm still going to use it. I don't see why not. Why I couldn't do it that way. So anyway, all right. I'll chat all at you later. Much love, and you all be safe out there. Okay. Like I said, tomorrow's not promised, so please, take care. All right. Tell your mom and dad you love them and all that stuff, and your families and everything. So I'm going to end the stream now. I promise. So goodbye, everybody, and I will see ya when I see ya. Right? If I don't see ya in on the air, I'll see ya in the air. There you go. I was hoping Robert would have stopped by, but that's okay. All right. Love y'all. Much love, everybody. We'll see you later. Be safe. Appreciate ya. Ding, ding, ding.